Hi friends, welcome to Literature with Rachana. So dear friends, last video I told you about the beginning of my story meeting Cezanne. Now I will tell you the second and the third page of what happened after that. When my sister Amandine was shouting at me and also crying a lot, literally she was crying, at the time everyone in the restaurant stopped eating and they were all silent as if they also know about the famous man. Immediately, Uncle Bruno came striding towards us. Striding means with the long steps. He came towards us and then he asked Amandine about the incident happened and why was she crying. She told to Uncle that Yannick only did all these things. Yannick only threw the paper containing drawing into the fire. I was very scared when Uncle Bruno asked Amandine that did she tell this to me? Did she tell something about the tablecloth drawing to me? I thought that Amandine can be liar, but it wasn't. She said to Uncle, lowering her head, no, and I was relieved. Uncle Bruno started shouting on Amandine, and he said to Amandine that if there is your mistake, you should not blame on others. Then Uncle Bruno said Amandine to say sorry to me. Actually, she didn't want to say. That's why she just mumbled. And then Uncle Bruno put his arm around me and told me that the drawing was particularly made for you because he particularly liked my creme brulee. Wow, it was so great, I was very happy. How good Uncle Bruno is. He gave me so good words and told me that we should not be upset. We should look on the bright side. It means we should look good things in a bad situation. We should be very positive. He also told me that I'm very lucky because for a moment I held the drawing that was made for me by the greatest painter in the world. Wow, that was amazing. I will never forget this in my life. Later, when I was coming out from the bathroom, I heard Amandine is crying. So I went inside and I said sorry. Why? Because I didn't mean to upset her. She stopped crying now and she said, it wasn't your fault, Yannick. She said that she's crying because Uncle Bruno scolded her. Hardly he is scolding and that's why she didn't like it. Now it was night. I lay awake all night. My mind was racing. I was rethinking that how I can make Amandine happy. Soon I had worked out exactly what and how to do. Then, next morning, I didn't go for my walk. Instead, I made my way down through the village towards the chateau. I waited till there was no one to see me and then I climbed the gates, ran down through the trees. They are surrounded by the vast and threatening forest on all sides. Threatening means heavy forest. Was the old man with very little hair who had come to the inn. He was sitting under sunshine and sketching. I approached as silently as I could. But somehow I must have disturbed him. He looked up, shading his eyes against the sun. Hello, young man, he said. Now that I was this close to him, I could see he was indeed very old, but his eyes were young, bright, and searching. It means he was very creative, whether he was very, very old. I asked him that, is he Musai Cezanne? Musai is the French word. Musai, English word is Mr. So when I asked him about it, he seemed a little puzzled. And then when I asked, my mother says that you are the greatest painter in the world, then he smiled and also laughed and said me that my mother's probably right. He asked me that why my mother had left me alone and why I am wandering here on my own. Then I explained him that why I had come here and what I wanted. When I asked him what I wanted, he looked at me with the furrowed brows. Furrowed brows means he was confused when he was looking at me. Now he remembered that who am I, and also he told me that yes, I am ready to make a picture for Bruno. Even he said that better you tell me what would I like. I told him that I like sailing boats. He did not take much time. He did not look up once and drew so fast. While he was drawing, he asked me about where I had seen sailing boats and where I lived in Paris. He told me that he loved Paris and sailing boats too. He tore the sheet from his sketchbook and showed me and asked me about the drawing. I saw 4 sailing boats were racing over the sea, out and beyond a lighthouse, just as I had seen them in Brittany. But I saw he hadn't signed as Cezanne. He had signed it Picasso. I told him that I thought his name is Cezanne. And when he listened it, he was very sad. He gave a little smile and said me that now you can go. So dear friends, it was my story. I hope you liked my story. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe the Literature with Rachana channel and also press the bell icon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.